seen. Even when this man have made it openly, say directly to them that IPOB is not involved in it, even after saying that openly, that the whole world can see. Even after this man have said it openly, that the whole world, in case for those people who are just coming now, I will play it again, where this man answered and said, IPOB is not responsible. And he has every reason to believe that IPOB is not responsible, and they believe it. Yet, this lady, Mawukwe, is trying to rope IPOB into this very. Watch where that man said that again.
These hoodlums, anybody that goes to the street with arms, kill at will, honestly, the Constitution does not favor that, and they are criminals.
Are you saying members of the group, the proscribed group, are criminals?
Not the proscribed group. Let's not. These people are identified as the IPOB, the MASOB, are groups that are fighting for a presumed cause, but they are telling you we are not the ones doing this. And I believe that too, that they are not the ones doing it. The criminals hiding behind these groups should be treated as such. IPOB has consistent.
You heard him. You heard this man directly, that it is not IPOB. IPOB is not the one. It's not the one killing people. But yet, you see Mawukwe trying to rope IPOB in, even when she was asking their question, talking about beheading and all the rest. Mawukwe was still trying to drag IPOB into it. She was still trying to drag IPOB into the discussion, even when this man have made it clear that IPOB is not responsible. That Biafran agitators and other people, that these Biafran people are fighting for a cause that is known by all men. Everybody in this world know that we are fighting for our independence. Self-determination is what we are asking for, and nothing more. Self-determination. But you see her when she was asking her question, she went to the extent of telling us that the government have tried to open up a negotiation. And the man still told her that sincerity is the key. That the government have to be sincere when they are discussing with IPOB. They have to be sincere in their discussion. How sincere are they? How sincere are they in their discussion? You are discussing with the IPOB, yet their supreme leader is in captivity. You are discussing with the IPOB, what do they call him? The governor of Anambra State went to visit Mazen Nandekano, yet members of IPOB are being killed in Anambra State. Some of them are in prison. You visited the prison, you didn't release them. They have not been released. Members of IPOB who have not committed any crime are still in prison in Anambra State. Homes of people are being bombed in Anambra State by the military. The governor is not saying anything. You want to open up a negotiation, yet you still have your military invasion in Biafra land. What is the sincerity in the discussion? That is what the man was asking. What is the sincerity? Don't you think about the sincerity? How sincere is the government? How truthful are they in the discussion? How truthful and how sincere are they? You saw the man giving the instances, telling her exactly what should be done. That IPOB, we talked about the government coming to talk to IPOB to be able to fish out these hoodlums who they are, because these hoodlums, they are not far-fetched. They are living among the people. They are people you see on daily basis. They are people whom I will know. They are not even hiding. They go in broad daylight. That is why we tell you that they are members of DSS. They are not hiding. And I'm going to show you a video. I'm going to show you a video for you to watch that video closely. Where they went for operation, was it? I think it was either yesterday or so. Where this very unknown government went operation. Was it yesterday? Either yesterday or the day before yesterday. You will see their boldness. See their boldness, the way they are marching, and they will tell me if these people are the people they are calling ordinary hoodlums. These are well-trained soldiers. Well-trained soldiers. If you see their equipment, the way they march, they behave, you will know that the boldness they have in broad daylight. This is not just a hoodlum, and these are not. They have nothing to do with Biafra struggle. These are members of DSS. Watch this video closely. Watch this video before we continue. Watch it and see. And tell me if these people you are saying are just ordinary criminals and hoodlums.
They do in front of picture. Okay, the long part. Yes. Guy. Jesus.
The people you are seeing in the video, the people you are looking at, do they look like ordinary criminals? Look at the hillocks they are using. Look at the brand new hillocks they are using. These people you are looking at, do they look like ordinary hoodlums or criminals? The way you see them operate, the way they move, the way they are behaving, without fear, do they look like ordinary hoodlums? These are well-trained members of DSS. Members of DSS carrying out their operation in Biafra land, taking innocent lives on broad daylight. In broad daylight, where Soludo is shouting, diverting his attention to Biafran people, calling Biafrans hoodlums, calling Biafrans criminals. These people you are seeing there, they don't look like ordinary hoodlums in the street. Look at them, look at them, look at the way they are marching.
It's happening live in wonderful road.
In broad daylight, look at the way they are operating. Fearlessly. Watch closely. Do these people look like ordinary criminals you see in the street? Do they look like ordinary kidnappers? These are political thoughts, politically sponsored criminals. Government-sponsored criminals, DSS, government-sponsored criminals. These are the people taking the life of innocent people. And they will visit. Their media cannot go on the ground and investigate. These videos you are seeing are people who cover the video. Their media cannot go and begin to begin. And you will tell me that this kind of thing we have on broad daylight with the whole way the Biafra land is being militarized. Yes, they cannot be able to find them out. They will tell us they are unknown. Well-equipped and well-organized force like this, and you're telling me that these people are hoodlums. Watch by yourself and see. Judge yourself. Are these not members of DSS? Is this not government-sponsored criminals? The way they move with their confidence. And somebody will still be seeing all this. After seeing all these things, you will still be looking to the wrong direction. Thank God today, we've seen their own security officer speaking on behalf of IPOB that we are not responsible. The Biafran people are not responsible for any insecurity in Biafra land. You have seen it for yourself. You have seen it for yourself. And the most painful of all is that while they are busy, while the government is busy destroying Biafra land, while they are busy creating insecurity in Biafra land, already they have handed over the north to the terrorists. As you are watching this video, as you are now watching this, as you're watching this video, any place you're watching, share this video to all platforms, share it to family and friends. If you have not shared, share it. If you are a well-meaning person, if you mean good for your people, share this video. Let everybody hear. As you are watching this video, the terrorists have taken over the northern part of Nigeria. They are in charge. And the government is not bothered. The government is not bothered. As you are watching this video, they have taken over the northern part of Nigeria and the government is not bothered. And I'm going to prove it for you. In this same video, I'm not only going to prove it by talking, I will prove it with the video. You will see somebody in the same national television, in the same channel television, in their conventional media, speaking up and telling us the situation in the north. But the government is not bothered. They don't care. They don't care. The area that the military have, that the terrorists have taken over, it is not militarized the way they militarize the southeastern part of Nigeria. The area that the terrorists are in charge, controlling the affairs of the people, controlling everything that happens in the area, they don't care. The government doesn't care. They are busy fighting against the people who are fighting a legitimate cause that everybody knows, asking for self-determination. Self-determination that is not a crime. Self-determination that is a right of every human being. It is your own right. It's your right to have self-determination. A right supported by international law, supported by African general law, supported by their Nigerian law itself. They are busy sending their military to go and conquer. Sending the Boko Haram, transporting the Boko Haram into the southeastern part of Nigeria. That is what they're doing. Because of their conquest agenda. Because of the Fulani agenda, the Fulani conquest agenda. That is why they are focusing on Biafra land. Already, the indigenous tribe in the north have surrendered. They have taken over the north. When we say it, people say it's a propaganda. When you say it, people think we are just joking. But I'm going to prove it to you with a video. Each time when we come and talk, some people who are not conversant with what is happening, they will think we are just making it up. We are framing things up. But it is not a propaganda. They call us, say we are saying fake news. It is not a fake news. And I'm going to prove it to you with a video that is being aired in their own conventional media. You're going to watch it to see the situation in the north, that the terrorists have taken over the north. Watch.
In the state about, terrorists, is it the Boko Haram, the ISWAP, and the Ansaru finding a safe haven in Kaduna. Now, that's an area where at least you are familiar with. It's sort of home to you. But I'd like you to speak to the figures that came out. 360 people killed in the first 3 months. Breaking down that's 120 per month. That's 4 people killed every day. Is this normal?
Well, the situation is not that normal. If you look at even the figures, some of us that come from Pernongwari area and also some part of Giwa local government area, where we consider as the epicenter of these armed banditry, kidnappings, and what have you, we look at even the figures are very minimal. Because when you look at what is happening on a daily basis, there was a time that in a single day, more than 30 people were killed. And I think the information didn't even reach even the authorities. So some of these killings may happen, but, the reportage of the event will not reach the security personnel or the government at that time. So if you look at the whole scenario of all these banditry and also kidnappings that have been happening and the security situation generally in Kaduna State, we can say that we have reached a precarious situation that we cannot be able, to say what ways are we going to curtail these, problems that emanated from all these terrorist groups. If you look at what is happening, the IGP said, the Abuja-Kaduna highway is being under surveillance. Yes, I agree it's under surveillance, but there are some bad spots in which there must be, a kind of a pin down where we can have, the security personnel there. And that is why the moment, this convoy of security patrolling the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway, the moment they pass that area, so some of these bandits will take advantage of that and will come out and cause havoc. So therefore, you see, there must be, a kind of strategy from this security agency, to stop this madness. Honestly, 360 in 3 months, that is 4 people per day, when you look at it averagely, is on a very high side. And when you are looking at other areas, the remote areas where this issue happened, the southern Kaduna area, and also this part of Kaduna State, particularly Benogwari and Giwa, it is something that needs, the presence of this security personnel. So also, there is a problem that also is coming up. The Ansaru of a thing. If you look at Giwa and Benogwari, the Ansaru presence and dominance is still there. Nobody knows their motives. In some areas, the Ansaru are patrolling the roads. And you see them with their arms, with even the military fatigue and what have you. So if you look at it, you won't know their mission. And some of the locals, they feel, secured with this Ansaru of a thing. And that's why some of them have been cajoled into all this, terrorist group and what have you. So also, lack of a kind of strategy from the security personnel, and that's what aggravates the problem of insecurity, right. And also these figures that
you have heard it from him. He is trying to explain the kind of thing that's happening in the north, the kind of killing that is happening in the north that is being reported on daily basis. And from his explanation, he said that the people are much more comfortable with the terrorists more than their government. that the people feel much more safer in the hand of those terrorists than the government. And that is why when we come here and we tell you that everybody in the core north will be much more comfortable in a caliphate than in a secular state. We tell you that the people in the core north will be much more comfortable in an Islamic state than in a secular state. And you think it's a joke. Some say it's a blackmail. You have had it. This man is reporting the situation in Kaduna. The situation in Kaduna, the kind of killing that is happening there, and the people that they feel much more confidence with the terrorists. They feel much more defensive with the terrorists. And when he went further to his explanation, he began to explain that these people appreciate what the terrorists are doing for them. And they are much more comfortable with those terrorists than even the federal government. This is what is happening in the north. Terrorists have taken over and they are running affairs, and the government is not bothered. They don't care. The Fulani Caliphate doesn't care. That is why sometimes when we are talking about this very issue of freedom, some people think it's just the Biafra. Every indigenous tribe in the country from Nigeria have to rise up and defend themselves. It's affecting every indigenous tribe. The indigenous tribes in Nigeria have become an endangered species. Today, you see what somebody is reporting. And if you think that is a joke, the presenter went further to ask this man to explain more. Explain this man. He went further to ask this man, are you saying that the terrorists are now in charge in the north? And the man said, yes. I want you to watch the video. I'm going to play where he was asked. We are talking about terrorists here, to see if the man made a mistake. And the man told him that they are in charge. Terrorists are in charge. Watch the part of the video.
It's because that we are seeing.
Mr. Abdurrauf, are you saying that Ansaru has taken a foothold? Essentially, they are in charge of those areas, because if they're patrolling in military fatigue, then it would speak a lot about just how much free hand they have to move. Are you saying they are in charge of those communities?
Definitely they are in charge. If you go from Maganda in Bernungwari local government to Old Bernungwari up to Fontua, you will see these people, and even if you have a problem and your vehicle breaks down, these people will come to your aid, will help you to jack up your car, remove the tire, take it to a vulcanizer in a nearby village, and also come and fix it. And even some of them will give you water and they will tell you bye-bye. They will not say anything to you. The Ansaru are in charge of this route, and if they spot any armed bandit, let me use, the word, although, any Fulani bandits they saw along that road, they chase them away. So they are in charge of that road. Presently, I'm talking to you.
Did you hear him? I hope you heard him clear. When we come here to say about it, when we talk about the terrorists taking over the north, some people think it's a propaganda. Some think we are forming this. Look at this man. The presenter asked him again, are you trying to say that the terrorists are now in charge and running the affairs? And he said, yes, they are the one in charge, helping the community, doing everything. But tell me, why is it that your government is not bothered about this? This very video I'm playing is not something that happened a decade ago. This was yesterday. This is something that happened recently. This is a recent video. This is a recent video. It's not something that happened a long time ago. This man is confessing to you that terrorists are in charge. But tell me, have you ever seen them sending military over there? Why is it that they are not sending military over there, but they are focused on Biafra land, the militarized Biafra land, a peaceful region, a region that is very peaceful, that has nothing to do with anything that has to do with terrorism. They militarize it, they export terrorism to Biafra land and begin to kill innocent people. But meanwhile, they have handed over the north to the terrorists. Terrorists are in charge in the north. When we say it, people say it, but today you have had it. The presenter asked him a direct word. Watch it again. Watch it fully.
Listen carefully. Mr. Abdurrauf, are you saying that Ansaru has taken a foothold? Essentially, they are in charge of those areas, because if they're patrolling in military fatigue, then it would speak a lot about just how much free hand they have to move. Are you saying they are in charge of those communities?
Definitely they are in charge. If you go from Maganda in Bernungwari local government to Old Bernungwari up to Fontua, you will see these people, And even if you have a problem and your vehicle breaks down, these people will come to your aid, will help you to jack up your car, remove the tire, take it to a vulcanizer in a nearby village, and also come and fix it. And even some of them will give you water and they will tell you bye-bye. They will not say anything to you. The Ansaru are in charge of this road, and if they spot any armed bandit, let me use, the word, although, any Fulani bandits they saw along that road, they chase them away. So they are in charge of that road. Presently, I'm talking to you, that is how that road is. And that road is more secured than Kaduna to Birnungwari, because the Ansaru were in charge of that Birnungwari football route. And that is why you have them. They are very, very prominent. They are very prominent in Birnungwari area, in the eastern part of Birnungwari, and some part of Giwa local government, notably in 6 wards of Giwa local government, notably Kidandan, Galadimawa, Kadage, Yakawada, and to some extent Panhoya. These are the places that you find this Ansaru. And also you have the bandits on the other side who are on the forest of UAC forest, where they have their farms.
Let me get this right, Mr. Abdurauf. So you're saying that Ansaru, which is a terrorist group, am I right?
Yes.
So you're saying that, 1, they are in charge, 2, they're providing security for the communities such that they are now the ones fighting against the bandits. Am I right?
Yes.
Are the people okay with this? Do they like this arrangement?
Well, the people, are taking it. It's just like a kind of, it's a situation whereby this one is a devil. You prefer a devil than also, to have, somebody that will come and, molest you or even take over, your community. This Ansaru present, as I'm telling you, is very, very prominent. Everybody who follow that road will feel secured, but the locals there, they are being indoctrinated into this kind of ideology of this splinter group. So that is what is happening in the whole of eastern part of Birnungwari, from Maganda, as I said, to Old Birnungwari, to Kuyalo, to Dogwandawa, to Kazage, and also Kutebeshi. Therefore, you go to Idasu Ward in Kiwa local government area, and also some part of Kidandan Ward, you find all these, terrorists, there. And the people feel more secured to be with those terrorists, Ansaru, than with the bandits.
You have had him. I hope you had it clear. Sometimes when we come online and shout and talk, people will say you are telling lies. People will say you are bringing fake news. Today, you can see it. Somebody is confirming everything we are saying in their own conventional media, on channel television of all people, telling us that the terrorists are in charge and the people are comfortable with it because they are the one that provides security for them. Even telling you that the terrorists are the one now fighting against the Fulani killers. The terrorist Fulanis who want to run over the southern part of Nigeria. But ask me, why is it that the Nigerian government is not bothered about this issue? This is the situation of the north. The northern part of Nigeria has been taken over by the terrorists, but the government is not bothered. That area this man is talking about, Kaduna state of all people, where the whole military of Nigeria equipment are. But they are not protecting it. They are busy. They're sending military to Biafra land to kill innocent people who are asking for a legitimate cause, self-determination. People that are asking for self-determination, you are going after them, taking innocent lives, demonizing the ESN, demonizing IPOB, people that are asking for a legitimate cause. But the terrorists that that are fighting a cause that is not for anybody, they are not bothered about it because they are complicit. They don't care. And that is why we say that they will be comfortable in the caliphate, and the best thing is to disintegrate this country, break it up so that they can go back home and settle down with what they have built for themselves. Break it up so that they can allow us to protect our border properly, protect our border. Break it up so that they can stop exporting insecurity and terrorism to southern part of Nigeria. When we say it, people say it is not a hate speech. It is not out of hate, it is out of love. When they think home and go back home, they will focus on the enemy they have, and they'll be able to protect the innocent people over there. There are so many indigenous tribes in the north that have been wiped away. Their home taken away from them. Their lands taken away from them. Nobody is fighting for their cause. They have they have handed over their fate to the terrorists. And today you can hear somebody testifying that it is the terrorists that are providing cover for them. And they are okay with it. They are okay with it. This is the situation in the north. If you're not convinced before, at least now you'll be convinced. Let us watch on that part. More revelation that the man was bringing. When he was asked more, how convenient the people, what do the people think? Do the people know the danger that they are into by embracing the terrorists and allowing the terrorists to go back? The man said that they have no choice. They have accepted the terrorism in the north. The northern part of Nigeria have already embraced the caliphate. They have embraced the caliphate, and they are now comfortable with being an Islamic nation. So why don't you allow other people to have their self-determination and be their own and practice what they want to practice? Why? Why won't you allow the southern part of Nigeria to go back home and practice their secular system? Allow the Biafrans to go, the Duans to go, the Middle-Beltans to go, people to decide their own fate. Why? Why won't you allow that? Why are you endangering? Why are you making the indigenous people an endangered species in a country that is supposed to be theirs? And when further question was asked, why these people have accepted their fate in the hand of terrorists, listen to what the man has to say.
It's a very dangerous situation. I'm just wondering if people understand the long-term implication, even though there are questions as to what really the people will be able to do by themselves.
Yes, it's a very dangerous situation, but they don't have, a choice. Because these bandits overrun communities. Always, they overrun these communities. But with the coming of the Ansaru, the people were given protection, because even some of the places where all the security are being, stationed, they are only stationed in some areas, but they cannot be able to go into those places where, the terrain is very difficult, is mountainous, and a thick forest in those areas. And that is why the locals now, take, the doctrine of devil advocate is preferably they feel secured with the bandit than than any other things, because they are being given protection, which, our security personnel are not given that kind of protection. And that is why these people, prefer, the Ansaru to give them protection than to remain what they are, to be overrun by these armed bandits, terrorist armed bandits.
Are they aware of what the long-term implication of that could be?
Well, even if they are aware of what is the long-term implication, because right now, you wouldn't know what sort of agenda or what motives is the Ansaru have in those areas. Because they are there, they don't do anything to the locals, and what they are doing is to give protection to these locals and also to chase out all those terrorists that are overrunning communities in those areas, whereby the communities are helpless. So therefore, it is better, to hold a double-edged sword than to wait to be overrun by bandits. And they prefer to take this lesser evil, so-called lesser evil, Ansaru, than to be overrun by these, armed bandits that are terrorizing communities in those areas.
Perhaps I should ask, what are your own fears? What do you think could be the long-term implication of this?
The long-term implication, because they are recruiting the locals into their own ideology. So therefore, and these people are armed, And the armed, when they are armed, they are being taught, a certain doctrine, which is away from the normal Islamic, doctrine that we can see. So in the long term, you see, these people will come out with their real motives. At the end of it all, these people that have been cajoled into joining the Ansaru group will now take charge or even, go against their own communities. That will be the long-term implication.
And it's very dangerous. Let me quickly throw this now to Mr. Abbey.
You have heard it. I hope you have seen everything. I don't have anything more to say. We don't have anything more to say. It is now much more clearer. For those of you who want Nigeria, these people who are still talking about a better Nigeria, to know that Nigeria has ended already. Nigeria has disintegrated already. We are only waiting for the formalization of that very disintegration. Nigeria have disintegrated. Already, the North is in the hand of... You see the way the man was praising the Ansaru. The Ansaru he's talking about is a terrorist organization. You see the way the man is praising that they are the ones even protecting their people now. They are the ones protecting that, and people have accepted it, not minding what is going to happen in the future. The man said that it is better they choose. Some people, they say that the devil is better than the angel you don't know. They have decided to choose the devil advocate. They have decided, they have resigned their faith to it, and they accept it. And the man said that the people have no choice because nobody is fighting for them, nobody is standing for them. And the federal government of Nigeria is busy in the southeastern part of Nigeria, killing innocent people, destroying lives and property, doing the same thing that the terrorists do in the north. The same thing that the Fulani bandits are doing in the north. That is what they are doing in Biafra land. What does that tell you? That the Fulani agenda is to run over the southern part of Nigeria and take it over. Already they have handed over the north to the terrorists. They don't care. Look at the man lamenting, explaining to the whole world, that the northern part of Nigeria is in the hand of the terrorists. Some will say he's talking about Kaduna. If they reveal to you what is happening in Borno State, Sokoto State, other states, if they reveal to you what is happening, this is just Kaduna. When other places are being revealed, you will marvel. You will know that you have no nation. You will know that Nigeria has ended long time ago. Some of us in the southern part of Nigeria, even Biafrans, are still deceiving themselves, thinking that there will be one Nigeria. Just like those who are talking about their 2023 election. Those people who are still talking about their 2023 election, they should better wake up. Wake up. There is no country to rule. There is no country to govern. Those of you who are parading yourself as a president, Igbo president, or whatever, there is no country to govern. It is better you come back home. Think about your own nation, Biafra. If you're from Ududua land, think about Ududua land. You're from the Middle Belt, think about the Middle Belt. And let the Northerners go back to the core north and deal with the evil they have created. Stop talking about the 2023 election. There is no country to elect. There is no country to rule. There's no country to run. It has ended. It has ended. Late Muhammad Buhari have already handed over power to the terrorists, and they are in charge. Except for the Biafrans that are fighting tooth and nail. Biafrans are fighting day and night, pushing them back, making sure that they don't come to the southern part of Nigeria. The Biafrans have held them back. ESN and Biafra have held them back. They were not able to penetrate. That is why they decided to send military in uniform. They decided to send the terrorists with the uniform. Terrorists, they gave the uniform to come to Nigeria and begin to do the same thing, replicate the same thing that is happening. Now that's what they are replicating in Biafra land. Destroying properties, destroying businesses, destroying lives. In uniform, somebody who is not armed, who has not killed anybody, who has not kidnapped to call for ransom, you are going after them. They have destabilized the southeastern part of Nigeria, even up to the extent of creating some monsters by themselves. They created monsters by themselves, killing innocent. When you have killed a father, mother, destroy their livelihood, destroy property of people, destroy their homes, what do you expect of them? You want them to sit back and continue to watch you. And that is where you see the insincerity of the discussion that Soludo is pursuing. If you are genuinely want to relate with the Biafrans, if you genuinely want to maintain peace, tell the military to pull out from Biafra land. That is the first step. Let the Boko Haram military pull out from the Biafra land. When they pull back, then you can begin to talk. Begin to release every member of IPOB that is in prison in Biafra land. Start from Biafra land. All those members of IPOB that is in Anambra State prison, release them. Start from releasing them. Start from releasing members of IPOB in prison. And if the government is sincere that they are not involved in insecurity, bring out Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who has not committed any offense. An innocent man that you went to kidnap in Kenya, sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary edition, and you are prosecuting him for a crime he has not committed. Set him free. Then you can now start a legitimate discussion on our referendum. That is the right thing to do. That is how to end insecurity. If you are sincere, go and meet the ESN. Talk with our Sula Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Our Sula Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will issue order to ESN. ESN will fish out, even if it's the DSS that is perpetrating the evil. Even if it is members of DSS that is perpetrating the evil, give ESN 2 weeks alone. 2 weeks, they will all be fished out. 2 weeks, the Biafra land will be calm. They'll be fished out. But they wouldn't do it because they are the one perpetrating the evil. When we talk about it, people say we are sending propaganda, we are blackmailing. We are not blackmailing. Everything we say, we bring evidence for you to see. The kidnapping you see happening in Biafra land, it is being instigated by the Fulani Caliphate, using their Fulani members, even some of them that can speak Igbo, using their DSS to kidnap. They are kidnapping people. Even Fulanis are kidnapping people. In Biafra land, even as we speak, they are still kidnapping and collecting ransom. And I'm going to play a video with you of something that happened recently for you to watch. Watch this video.
He kidnap na eleba na kwa here self. Olokpanta. Olokpanta. Uzo kigwe. Lele nwoke. Lele ya. Lekwe mota kre butere. Chai. Chineke. Okay, yes le ke butere anya. Chai. Lelo to na chi. Since 1 week, can 1 week eburu ni mmadu. 1 week.
Every morning I pay me.
Every chai.
I did 12 men. Every man I pay me I sing with ego.
Chai.
Now when I with 10 million, 50 million I got rapum.
Chai.
Ni me village muke eburu mo we chim Port Harcourt na be na my village.
Chai.
Route na village ha room.
You have seen it. I have nothing more to say. I have said enough. And I pray, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every single Biafran person in Biafra land. Chukwu Okike Abiama will protect you. Do not give up. Biafra is closer today than it was yesterday. Don't give up. We are going home. No amount of blackmail will stop Biafra. No amount of propaganda will stop Biafra. No amount of distraction and deceit will stop Biafra. As I've always said, Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to guide whatever you have put in to make Biafra come. Chukwu Okike Abiama will reward you in 1,000-fold. If you embark on the sit at home, Chukwu Okike Abiama will reward you in 1,000-fold. Any business you miss on the day of sit at home, the following day you are going to get double. You get double. The sit at home is not being enforced. Biafrans are sitting at home to air their opinion, to make sure that Sula Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and every other prisoners have been released. If the government is sincere, they should start releasing prisoners. Innocent Biafrans that have been in jail, release them. That is how to show sincerity. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect everybody that have watched the video. Please share this video on your platform. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every hand that will share this video. Every hand that has supported the video and shared, Chukwu Okike Abiama will protect you and continue to lead you in your ways. We will never die. We will live and witness Biafra. If you are from Oduduwa land, you will live and witness Oduduwa. If you are from the Middle Belt, you will live and witness Middle Belt. If you are from any part of the world and you are genuinely asking for freedom, you will definitely witness freedom in your lifetime. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect our Sula Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. He must definitely be free, and he is going to raise the flag of Biafra very, very soon. It doesn't matter what they do. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is definitely going to come. It is closer than it was yesterday. Don't be distracted. Do not mind the saboteurs. Do not mind the liars. If you go to any platform, remember, if they do not support Biafra, it doesn't matter what they say about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter how many pictures or how many videos of Mazen Nnamdi they play. If they don't support Biafra, run for your life. If you go to a platform and they are preaching tribal hatred, run for your life. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a tribal hater. He's not a tribalist. He's somebody who is fighting a legitimate cause of the freedom of all the people in the old Southeastern region, regardless of your religion. In extension, every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants them to be free. That is why he supported the NSAS for everybody to be free. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting a cause for every black race, and we must support him and follow him closely. Anybody that is preaching hate is not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you don't love Biafra, you can never, ever love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect everybody who have joined this broadcast. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect everybody who has supported this broadcast from the beginning to the end. I appreciate you and I thank you very much. You will see Biafra. I will see Biafra. We will all meet in Biafra land in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Thank you so much. And may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect and bless every one of us. Thank you and remember this. See you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Bye-bye.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they're saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.